What's going on, Leo? Welcome back to your bi-weekly love read. My name is Dan. I will be your lovely host for this reading. You didn't see that first shuffle. I completely missed. Anyway, I decided I'm going to make these intros a little bit shorter because people don't really give a shit what I got to say. So, this can resonate to your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. Remember, it's a general reading, so it can either resonate or it won't. If it doesn't resonate, don't try and force it to resonate. Don't be mad at me. It's just not your story. It's not your turn, all right? Also, if you'd like a personal reading, please email me at grizzlytarot@gmail.com, and we can discuss getting you a personal reading and seeing what's going on with you. So, do a 12-card Celtic Cross for Leo in their love life. Don't drop things. What's going on? What's going on? Can't even hold the cards. Oh my God, stop it. Bro, cards are flying out. Stop it. Calm down. Dude, you need to settle the fuck down. Nice shuffle. Alright. Leo, what the fuck? You have two fucking 10 of swords in the reverse. Jesus Christ. Okay. So, you have two 10s right off the get, like your overall situation. Like, so your situation right now, you have the 10 of wands in the reverse, which it talks about like the releasing of a burden of something, right? Releasing of carrying the stress of something. Like upright, it's the guy's carrying 10 fucking wands and he's like overburdened, he's hunched over, he's like, man, this sucks, it's hurting, blah blah blah. In the reverse, it's like releasing it, like putting the sticks down and being like, you know what, I can't carry this anymore, like I need to like let this go, blah blah blah, right? So it's a 10. Now 10, they signify completion, but in the reverse they can also signify like it's not completed yet, right? So like, yes, you're dropping it or you're trying to drop it, but I would want to say like if it was upright, it would more mean like, okay, it's done, like this is over with, it's done. But like in the reverse, it's like you're trying to drop this, it's not over yet, you didn't put it down yet, right? Now what's on top of that is the 10 of swords. 10 of swords is like you're just defeated, like completely defeated in this. And swords are mental energy, so like you're mentally like defeated here, like you feel fucking like stabbed in the back, you feel destroyed, like it's basically like, what's the best way to put it, just like so much like pain that you're just like, oh my God, like I'm dead, like this guy's literally sitting here like dead, come on, right? So like you're trying to release the burden of this situation, but like it's got you mentally fucked up. But this is a 10 in the upright, so that's good. So like that's the completion of this. It's like it's the worst it's gonna get, right? So it's gonna be coming to an end soon because you're trying to release it. You've already had the worst of that part of it come to you, right? So in the I didn't even flip this over. Okay. So in the past, you had the 8 of Cups in the reverse, which talks about not walking away. Okay, this is the 8 of Cups is the card of walking away and being done and just being like, nope, I don't want this anymore. So like in the past, you didn't walk away from a situation. You were like, no, I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep trying, okay? Walking away, giving it another shot, right? You have it in the reverse. So you kept trying, right? So your goal here is judgment in the reverse. Now, there's a couple ways I can see that. Okay, so judgment can be a card of reconciliation. I know a couple readers that read it as a card of reconciliation. I personally don't. I have the 3 of Cups as a card of reconciliation. Like that's like how that's the card that I view for reconciliation. But nonetheless, it could be a card of reconciliation. Just had to throw that out there. Um, but in the reverse, so we would talk about like not a reconciliation because you have it in the reverse here, but it also talks about like ignoring your intuition or ignoring like the signs of the universe, because judgment is kind of like divine intervention when like the universe comes in and just like say you keep going along this path and whatever, and like you're straying from the right path that you're supposed to be on, and the universe is sitting there like, okay, I'm gonna throw this sign there so they can wake up. Oh, they ignored it. Oh, let me throw another one. Oh, they ignored it again. Oh, let me throw another one. They're still fucking ignoring it, and then the universe comes in and it's just like, hey, guess what? I'm gonna smack you with some fucking truth here, right? So like that's judgment. In the reverse, it's like you're just still trying to ignore it. You're like, nope, 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 nope. Don't see any of these signs. Nope. Oh God, they came in, gave me the truth. Nope. That's trying to ignore it, right? Judgment in the reverse is ignoring the signs of the universe. I'm trying to think the exact way to put. Um, there's a perfect way to put in, because I use like a certain site for tarot meetings. Ignoring the call, ignoring the call. Okay, so it's like judgment upright is like the call of the universe, like the universe coming in and being like, hey, this is what you're supposed to be doing, blah blah blah. You're trying to ignore the call. It's literally in your goal position. You're trying to ignore what the universe is trying to tell you. Okay, and it's because you have these big plans. Okay, because you have the Two of Wands in your driving factor and what's driving you to do this, right? So it's like this is a card of planning, choosing what to do, choosing a path, choosing which route to go, right? He has two wands here, and he's holding one. This one's behind him. It's like, you know what? I want this one, and I got the world in my hand, so I'm just going to make it happen and leaving the other one behind, right? So because you made this plan and because like you've made up your mind and what you want, you're trying to just do that and ignore what the universe is telling you. So and I'm not going to beat that, like beat a dead horse. That's pretty self-explanatory. Took me a little while to get it out. So your near future is the Five of Cups in the reverse. Okay, Five of Cups in the reverse talks about like not crying over spilt milk, like not being upset about a situation. Like this is upright, it's being upset. Like you dropped your 3 cups, you're very upset. You're not acknowledging that you still have 2 things to be happy about, right? In the reverse, it's like, you know what? You're not crying over those 3 cups anymore. You're like, fuck that. I still have these 2 cups, so I'm gonna work with what I got, right? Very logical way to go about something. So that's in your near future. What you have right now in your internal influence is the Page of Cups. So it's like you either are offering your love to someone, either you're offering your love to someone or you want to offer your love to someone. I was gonna say like maybe somebody's offering their love to you, but no, this is internal energy. So this is like inside you, what you're thinking, what you're wanting, what you're doing, right? Okay, yeah, maybe I shouldn't say you are offering your love. Maybe you want to offer your love to someone, because yeah, it's a love offer. It's cups. Cups are emotion. It's an offer of emotion, an unexpected offer. Like so, you want to extend an offer of like love or emotion, or you want someone to offer to extend an offer of love or emotion, right? So external to you, you have the Three of Cups, which I said 3 of Cups can be a reconciliation card. Okay. So it can either be external to you, this person wants to reconcile. Like maybe that's, excuse me, in the past, like you didn't walk away from a situation. Currently, like you're trying to drop the burden of it because you just feel fucking destroyed from this connection. And whatever the universe is telling you, you're like, nope, I made up my mind. I'm going to do this and just whatever, fuck the universe. I'm doing what I want. Right. And you just want this offer of love, right? Or this message of love, whether you want to extend it or you want someone to extend it to you, right? Now this person though, this can either be this person wants to reconcile with you or this person is just enjoying being single, right? Like this person is going out, having fun. Like 3 of Cups is also a card of like hanging out with friends in celebrating, enjoying life, like shit like that, right? Excuse me. I'm a grandpa. It's 10:21 at night on a Friday night, and I'm home. I'm a grandpa. It's okay. But so either this person is just like enjoying the single life, or sorry. So like this person's either wanting to reconcile or they're just enjoying the single life. Okay, take it how it resonates, however it makes sense to your story. So what you have here for your hopes is the Six of Pentacles. You want an equal give and take. You want things to be balanced. You want things to be like fair and even, right? You don't want to be giving too much and like, or giving too less. Like you just want things to be fair and balanced, right? Wow, this is actually going really quickly. Excuse me. And your fear is the Emperor, okay? The Emperor talks about control, authority, father figures, like shit like that. So it being your fear, maybe you're, I don't know if you heard that. That was a weird fucking sound. It was like residual of a burp. God, I apologize. That was gross. As your fear, maybe it's you fear trying to control the situation. Maybe you fear being controlled. Maybe you fear. Okay, here's another thing. The Emperor, I always like to read it as like standing in your own power. Okay, you can have you can have a page, a knight, a queen, a king. Anybody say something to an emperor, and an emperor is gonna sit there and be like, I don't give a shit what you have to say. I'm the fucking emperor. I outrule you. Okay, so like, it's like the ultimate authority, right? Aside from the universe. So like, maybe you're afraid of somebody standing in their power, or like, I want to say standing up for themselves, or like standing their ground type thing. I don't know. Or maybe you fear standing your ground, or you fear standing in your power. Take it how it resonates. I don't know. There's a lot of fucking you Leos out there, so you know. I'm just a reader. I'm just telling you the meaning of the cards. Anyway. Okay, so yeah, you want an equal give and take. You're afraid of control or like power, whether you being in control or someone else being in control, or you standing in your power or someone else standing in their power, you standing up for yourself or someone else standing up for themselves. Energies go both ways, okay? Energy don't lie. Okay. Your outcome here, King of Wands in reverse. Nearsightedness. Like you're not looking at the longer vision. You're not looking like ahead to see like what. Okay, the King of Wands is a card of like, again, standing in your power, being very passionate, but knowing what you want, looking at things for the long term, looking at the long-term goal, okay? In the reverse, it's like you have no long-term goal. You don't know what you want long-term. Like you can't see the long-term. You're just like, nope, I'm going to focus on what's right in front of me right now, right? Which could be good, could be bad, depends on your situation. Again, apply it how it resonates. And so your undertone of the entire reading is the Four of Cups. Four of Cups talks about like reevaluating, contemplating, trying to decide like if you want something or trying to decide what to do. So you see the Four of Cups is, he has 3 cups down there. My fingers don't bend that way. I mean, they do, just not that much. So he has 3 cups right there, and like he's being gifted another one by the universe, and he's like, do I want it? Do I really want it? And he's trying to like decide like, do I want this cup or not? Or do I just stick with my 3 cups? Like, so I think like, it's a little confusing. If the undertone is like you're still trying to like figure out what you want, but here it says you're trying to ignore what the universe is telling you because you chose what you want, and like you have these plans of like what you should do, right? I don't know. Again, take it how it resonates. But your the blah blah, your advice here, the Fool in the reverse. So it's like, don't jump, don't just take that leap of faith, right? It's probably for your own good. You really need to like figure out what you want, because okay, now that kind of goes hand in hand with the advice. If you shouldn't take this jump because you're still trying to figure out what you want, and you're still like contemplating and like reevaluating like what it is like you want, right? So universe is saying, or I don't know what the universe is saying that you're ignoring, but your advice here is don't just jump. Like the fool is literally that, a fool. Like he just jumps forward and it's like, okay, I'm just gonna do this. Okay, like nope, whatever, like fuck the universe, like I know what I'm gonna want to do, so I'm just gonna go do this. Like, don't, because clearly you don't have a long-term goal here. You don't see like, or you don't have a long-term vision here. So like it's saying don't just jump into something if you don't have a long-term goal or like a long-term vision of what to do. Really sit here and contemplate and think about what you want to do, right? Don't just jump, because who knows, you might fucking fall into some bad shit, right? So anyway, Leo, that is what I have for you. Yeah, that is what I have for you. I hope it resonated, and I hope it made sense, because it makes decent sense to me. And if it resonated, awesome. If it didn't, again, it's not your story. If you like this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Maybe share the video, subscribe, write a comment. Let me know what you think. All that cool stuff. Be much appreciated. And stay tuned for next week's bi-weekly general read. You know, that fun stuff. So, yeah. And again, if you want a personal reading, feel free to email me at grizzlytarot@gmail.com, and we can get that set up for you. Anyway, catch you guys in the next video. Deuces.